Absolutely.
I ain't drinking no more. I don't drink that. That's all you getting out of me.
I'll take it. What you been up to?
No, what have you been up to?
Everything.
Are you getting married anytime soon, or is any...
No.
You're not gonna get married?
No. I ain't built for that.
What was your last serious relationship?
What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I am back in the building. And this time, honey, I am back for not part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Honey, can you believe it? The girl has been working like an old workhorse, honey. We on part 5 of the Bow Wow series. I don't know who told y'all I came to play with y'all, but honey, I didn't come to play, okay? I got things to do, okay? We're going to get this started out, you guys, with Bow Wow and Angela Simmons, their dysfunctional relationship that they have, where Angela seems to lust after Bow Wow, even though he done broke her heart a million times. You know, you even go hear in this clip that I'm playing for you all how Bow Wow basically just stopped talking to Angela once he got with Erica Mena, and then the excuse is because he's engaged. Like, if Angela is your friend the way you say she is, then you would have still kept talking to her. Okay, he go blame it on being engaged, but that lets me know that you see Angela as more than a friend. Because who does that? Why are you allowing some woman, Erica Mena of all people, to control who you talk to? Make it make sense, and it don't make no damn sense.
Really? That's when you decided to not talk to me no more.
I got engaged. What you mean?
What? Just because you're engaged, you can't be cool with me?
Man, you already know.
And you just was like, skirt. I was like, oh.
One thing I did say, I'm done breaking hearts. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be honest.
And Angela, why did you allow him to do that to you? Like, why would you even put up with that type of behavior, but yet you expect for Romeo to be, you know, the simp of the week and help you with your child and help you grieve your child's father? Do you see what I'm saying? She has one set of expectations, you all, for Romeo, and then it's like she has another set of expectations for Bow Wow. And I don't think the expectations for Bow Wow really are that high, because she's just like, oh, he can only do so much. And a lot of women make excuses for bad boys, you know, for men that they know that are not going to be any good for them, you know? So that's interesting.
How many times did you break my heart growing up? All the way from 17 all the way up. When we were younger, I believed that maybe there, in some fantasy world, we could be, and that was going to work.
I'm single now, but you was, now you're not.
Yeah, tied down.
So you say. I'm a distraction to Ange because it always circles back to me. Our bond was just like a Martin and Gina thing, you know. There were always...
Wasn't no damn Martin and Gina. You need to stop lying.
Always need that question of what if. I'm gonna ask you this. It's never been a time throughout this 3 years you ever thought about me and wanted to call me?
For sure.
You broke your...
I know.
And I told you, I said, look, there's no way that a man is gonna marry you. That's like buying a car and not test driving it.
Hello, you said that.
I told you that. I say, yo, break open that FedEx box.
It's not a FedEx box.
You know what I'm saying? You had to...
Shut up.
Do y'all hear how he's talking about her virginity? Now, does this sound like somebody that has a whole bunch of respect for her? Comparing, you know, her virginity to a FedEx box?
We never, ever made it to the girlfriend-boyfriend stage. Her morals was kind of different from mine. You know, like, she was a virgin. You know, I didn't understand. I want some, like, man, I want some sex. I can't. That's hard. Out of all my exes, it's definitely the only one who I feel comfortable around. I'm just like...
This is why I call bullshit. If you all were just listening, okay? He just said that it never made it to a boyfriend-girlfriend stage. Then in this clip, he's saying out of all his exes, Angela, blah, blah, blah. Are y'all getting where I'm coming from? Somebody lying. Did you all date or did you not? Like, come on.
last year, she looking good, she smelling good, and let's see what happens. Being single and being in a relationship has its pros and its cons.
Everything, yeah, always. Everything has pros and cons.
It's like, I don't want to never say, like, I don't want no girlfriend again or nothing like that, but it's just like I done tried and failed at it every time. Now in my brain, I'm like, all right.
Now, a normal person would take responsibility and accountability for their actions inside certain relationships. And you hear Bow Wow not taking any accountability. It's just like, oh, it didn't work out. What about, was your intentions the right intentions? You know, was your behavior on point in your relationships? It's like he fails you guys to do any type of self-reflecting, which is something that all people should do inside their relationships, because you want to know, well, what part did I play in a relationship? We all play a part in all of our relationships of, you know, why they are good and, you know, of course, why they go bad. And you always want to self-reflect and be like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sleep with her. You know, we saw on the Hopelessly in Love with Andre Rison and Left Eye, Tupac, he had all the chances in the world to sleep with Left Eye, never smashed her. You know, he said, if I'm going to be with her, I don't even want to sleep with her. So I'm going to deny myself sex. Okay, so you would think that Bow Wow would take a different approach, but you just heard in that other clip that I just played that he can't go without the sex. It's the sex that is really, in my opinion, making these relationships dysfunctional for him. And if he would simply take the time to build a friendship with a woman, court her, take her out on dates, and then, you know, you move into something more serious. That is how most people should date, and they don't. They have sex first, then try to date. So you're not even in a relationship, you're in a situationship, and then you're wondering why certain things are not working out down the line, because you did not build a proper foundation. Okay, a big example of this is Portia and Dennis. And look at what Portia is going through now, because this man had so much money and was buying her all these gifts, and then they had this baby. See, they got to that sex and they didn't get to know each other. That's why history will always repeat itself with these type of people.
You just ain't meant to be in a relationship
How
ever.
not
in
meant
life.
to
Just
be?
get money, have fun, be with your homies,
But this
take
is
care of your
what, how many
daughter.
times have you went through this? You say that every time you come out of a relationship. Every time we have this conversation, you're like, maybe I shouldn't be with anyone. Maybe I should just do me. I mean, maybe you should spend more time with yourself.
I'll do that.
He ain't gonna do that. He is not gonna spend more time alone. He is a Pisces male. My father is a Pisces, you all, and a big, you know, he was a big womanizer. I'm gonna just call a spade a spade. Big womanizer. I dealt with a Pisces, and they're very, like, needy and want to be up under you. The good part about them is a lot of them seem to be, like, very musically inclined, and you know, they could be romantic and they could be spontaneous. They could be fun. Like, Pisces men can be cool, but I just never ran into one that really had, you know, their shit together, you know. And Bow Wow is definitely one of those ones where it's just like, oh, I want to be a kid forever. You know, Pisces is the dreamy sign. You got one fish going one way and other fish going the other way, which means they don't know if they coming or going. Okay, that's how I breaks it down.
No, but I mean, like, genuinely getting to know yourself.
But I'm lonely.
No, loving yourself without a person.
I got my face on my phone. If this don't signify how much I love myself, I don't understand why.
That's not what I'm saying.
And my face on my
That's
screen.
a whole lot. Your daughter should be on your phone. But long story short, take some time for yourself. It's not. It's actually amazing.
So be celibate too.
Yes.
Yes, keep them damn drawers on, because, you know, taking them off is getting you in all types of trouble, you know, so keep them damn drawers on. And men, it is okay for you all to be celibate, you know, it's okay to take that time, take 2 months, 6 months, a year, like, take some time. And, you know, we really need to break down our relationships, you guys, and stop being in such a hurry to have sex. Yes, sex feels good, but, building a friendship with someone, that feels even better in the long term. Okay? So that's how I would do it.
For a month, get to know,
I got it. I know what we're going to do.
What?
We're going to make a contract.
Now.
Here he come with this dumbass contract, and her dumbass sitting up here laughing. I would probably film with him and get my money, and then I'm not agreeing to nothing with you on camera, because I don't plan on following through with nothing you talking about, okay?
Making no contract.
Then you're going to make a contract. And guess what this contract going to be?
What?
If you're not married...
By when?
If your ass ain't married by 36, and we just gonna get married and have a kid.
36 though?
That's time. 4 years, it's gonna happen fast. Hey, yo, what up?
Did y'all hear her? I wish y'all could see her. Okay, pull the clip up. It's Bow Wow and Angela make a marriage pact. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Pull the clip up yourself and you will see Angela just smiling at this man and just so entertained and enthused. I don't get it. I just don't get it, you guys.
Bow Wow, I'm mad at you. I am mad. Now look, here's what happened. My mouth is watery. Bow Wow performed at a club, and while he was on stage in Atlanta recently, they played that song "Like You" that Sierra did, because Sierra and Bow Wow did that song together, but Sierra wasn't there. And during the song, he blurted out, this is a quote, "I had this bitch first." You know that, right?
Now, really quickly, you all, when Bow Wow and Sierra was together, I really love that song that they came out with. Oh, I love that song. The name of the song is called "Like You." So that was the jam, though. When it was out, I thought that they looked very cute together. Like, they looked cute. She, was taller than him or whatever, but cute enough couple, But it's just like Bow Wow. Sierra is not a bad person. So y'all were young when y'all got together. Like when he talked about her, you all, on the Breakfast Club, he didn't really have nothing to say bad about her. He just pretty much mentioned that she was very skeptical of them getting together, and she didn't really want to go out of the house. He convinced her, and then, that's how they started dating and hanging out. And then I'm just wondering, how do we get to the point, Bow Wow, where you need to call her the B word and, oh, I had her first? You trying to be on some Ray J shit, I guess, where you want to tell everybody you hit it first and this, that, and the third. And we already know Sierra is not that girl. Now, Kim is another story. So we know Kim gets around, honey, okay? But Sierra is just not that girl. Yes, she dated Future. Yes, that was a very problematic relationship. But she, got married to Russell Wilson, and they have a new baby on the way. Congratulations to both of them. But, it's just, Sierra was just never that girl to get around like that and to be nasty to anybody. For real, you guys, I know the girl ain't perfect, but she didn't deserve, to be called out the way that Bow Wow did her. But I will chalk all that up to Bow Wow just wanting to be relevant again, and Bow Wow wanting to be important. So he figured he'll call her a B. Nobody will think anything of it. But no, a lot of celebrities, Wendy Williams called him out, T.I. and Nelly, they called him out too.
What are you doing? So people are hating on Bow Wow. Bow Wow, I'm not hating on you, but I'm just saying, young man, come on now. So what? Here's the thing. In a different venue, it might have been fine to say, yeah, me and Sierra dated for 2 years. People magazine say, like the Bible.
Right.
You know, you're interviewing with People magazine and they say, Shad, you're very handsome, you're young Hollywood, you keep your career going. Is there a girl that got away that you wish never, and then you say to People magazine, Sierra and I dated for 2 years, back in 2004 to 6. That was 15 years ago, but here's what my shady team noticed, and I was like, yup, good job, team. Bow Wow, zoom in, everybody. Bow Wow is standing on his tippy.
Oh, Wendy is calling Bow Wow out, honey. Talking about he's standing on his tippy toes in his picture with Sierra.
It's Bow 1051. It's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Home Appreciation Day!
That's right. It's
man.
time to put a hole in the whole Hall of Fame, or maybe he won't go in there. We have Bow Wow on the show today.
Yo.
Now, Bow Wow has been linked to a bunch of people.
And
Yes,
it's
he
laughable,
sure has.
'cause he has so many more years of hoeing ahead of him.
Right.
Wow.
He got started early.
Wow.
So let's go through some of these lists. Some of these names.
All right, there's some things that we can't confirm. Obviously, Sierra.
Sierra, yep.
Okay.
All right.
Obviously, Cat
And-
Stacks.
Cat
No.
Stacks. Cat Stacks?
No. Oh, all right. On my life.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that didn't go down.
Angela
You
Simmons.
saw what that mouth do, though.
No. No. Not at all. No.
Okay, Melody Thornton. Pussycat Doll.
Why he didn't say no when it came to Angela Simmons? Let's see if he says no.
Never.
Never?
Always cool. We was just cool. No lie. Swear on everything.
He lying about Angela Simmons, though.
No, he's Angela Simmons. We let him slide. That was his girl for a long time, so we know what it is.
All right, Delicia Bryant.
They asked him again. He didn't say no.
Yeah, she's every man's dream. Yeah. Every man's dream.
Obviously, your daughter's mother. You guys.
Of course.
Clearly. You
Of
know
course.
What I'm saying?
A bit, yeah.
That happened.
Right.
Angela Simmons, of course. Now, who else have you heard about?
Kareem Steffen.
Did y'all notice how they mentioned Angela's name about 3 times? And I'm watching the interview and he's just steady shaking his head. So y'all heard the other clips where he claimed they was just friends. And then y'all heard the one clip where he said she is one of his exes. I mean, which one is it?
And Superhead.
Yeah, Superhead.
What that mouth do, though.
Superhead! And he was young!
What that
Yep, he got with Corinne Steffens, and I believe he was in the second book she came out with, because I think I remember reading that. And I'm actually a fan of Corinne Steffens. Did y'all know that? Okay, I don't like all of her ways, but I like, reading her books. They are very interesting, but I will be talking about Corinne on another day, honey. Okay, right now it is all about Bow Wow.
mouth do, though.
21 getting that from Superhead.
She's a G. She, you know what I mean?
You
she's
respect
cool.
her hustle.
Yeah, she's 100. She cool people.
Oh, listen, I need to know, is
She
it really
cool.
Superhead? Like, is it really, like,
Was it the best ever? Give some. What'd you say? No, we
Come on,
really
Bow,
gotta know. Was it really that great?
tell us for those who have never experienced that mouth for her.
Did you have to run?
Nah, I don't run from nobody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I
You
don't
have to
run from
back up?
nobody. Nah.
Chill,
Like the
chill.
Mr. Marcus thing. Like I,
No.
nah. All is well. All is well. All is well.
Sierra, of course.
Yeah, we said that.
Yeah, that was my girl at one
That was
point.
his girlfriend.
Now, who is Joey Chavez?
That's his son. His
Oh, yeah,
daughter's
that's-
mother.
Why y'all keep repeating the same damn people?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
my
it's my
girl.
girl's
We said that
mom's.
one already. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
Now
on,
He be
guys.
over there. He hunting.
Now, there's one last one.
Uh-oh.
I heard that him, Chris Humphries, and Reggie Bush have something in common.
What could that be?
Bow Wow doesn't play football. He plays basketball like Chris Humphries, so you can say that. Kim Kardashian. There was a rumor.
She's also in the whole Hall of Fame.
I heard a
by the way.
rumor.
Yo, I just want to know one thing though.
What?
Where did you hear that one from?
I mean, just say it's not true, and we'll leave it alone.
I just want to know where you heard
As it gets-
He
that
wants to
one.
know where he
As
heard
it
it.
gets-
I wouldn't deny that one. That's actually a good one.
Because this was before Chris Humphries.
Y'all hear Charlamagne instigate Nas? That's actually a good one. No, it's not. She's been with everybody, so what would make him special?
Freeze. This might have been before Reggie Bush. Yeah, was it before Reggie Bush? Might have been before Reggie Bush.
We were cool.
You made a tape?
No.
Have you ever made a tape? He's lying.
Yeah, I think we've all been guilty of hitting the record button on our phone.
Has Kim gotten better in the bedroom since Ray J, or she still,
To be
she's
honest,
terrible?
They talking about that struggle sex tape. That girl, wow. That was a horrible sex tape, you guys. I'm sorry.
On that
to
tape.
be honest, I have not seen her nor spoke to Kim in, I would say, like 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
It gets like that.
Yeah. But
You and Keyshia Cole.
what about that?
People's cars got egged.
Yeah, shit got real
over.
up there. Yeah.
I mean, what exactly went on with that
You at the
situation?
infamous house where it all happened.
Right here, huh?
Right here, yeah.
Okay.
It was just weird, man. I think I sent my peoples downstairs to let someone in, and when they came back up, they said, "Yo, I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you." They said, "Yo, the fucking Rolls Royce is like fucked," and I'm like, "What? Like, what do you mean?" It's like total. Like it's cake, there's flour, there's eggs, the mirror's broke.
Oh, the mirrors are broke even.
I'm like,
There's real damage.
what? So from my bedroom, I look over the balcony, I see the car. I'm like, oh my God. My rich homeboy, who car that was here. But I was trying to get it washed off before he found out. Because I didn't know how he was going to react. And I just had to keep it real with him. Like, hey man, I think one of my crazy ass, I don't know if it was one of my exes. I don't know if it was a girl from the house. Somebody got mad and they messed your Rolls Royce up. They messed my partner's Benz up, and it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
And this was Keyshia Cole who allegedly did it?
I'm gonna be all the way real and honest. For us, that's all I could think about, because I'm not gonna share too much personal information, but we had went through some shit.
Okay.
And that stays between us. And for that to happen at that time, how it happened, the first person I thought about.
Okay.
It's very interesting that him and Keyshia Cole would ever date. But it does explain a lot about Keyshia Cole and her dating choices. Now, you all know that she's with the young guy, Nico Kale. And I actually like Nico, and I pick up some really good vibes about him, even though he's a lot younger than her. He seemed very mature. When I did hear him in interviews, I heard him just speaking about life and, his perspective on relationships, and he's very talented, you guys. Now, he may not have, Keyshia's money, but he still, in my opinion, he has a lot to offer somebody. But Keyshia definitely, if she was messing with Bow Wow and then she ends up getting with the guy Nico, you could definitely see her trying to, date these younger guys. And maybe it is to try out something new. Maybe it's for control. Women date younger men for a variety of different reasons. But I was kind of shocked, though, to hear that she would date somebody as immature as Bow Wow. But hell, after that damn marriage to that damn Boobie Gibson, honey, Keyshia didn't know if she was coming or going, honey, because she actually was with Birdman, and y'all remember she beat up like the side chick, and she had to go to jail and be on probation and pay the girl some money because the girl ended up suing her, honey. It was just all a big fiasco. So I am so glad that Keyshia is actually with Nico. Hopefully everything works out with them. But like I said, that's a story for another day, and I will be doing a Keyshia Cole series in the future. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of backstory, with the whole Keyshia Cole and Bow Wow, and, now she's with Nico's situation.
The only thing I said was one of my crazy exes, I never said, yo, bah, you did this shit.
I've interviewed Keyshia before. She's special.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyone who has a giant tattoo of a stake into a heart on her arm kind of tells you a little bit about the mentality of the...
And I believe that Left Eye has like that same tattoo, which is interesting.
I will tell you this. She's so sweet.
Yeah.
She's so dope. I'm here to tell people, if you ever had a perception of Keyshia and you felt like she wasn't approachable, we talked about this shit all the time.
From Oakland, man.
Yeah.
You know, man?
You know, and she might seem tough. One of the sweetest women I've ever got a chance to be friends with, hang with, and get to know at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we would laugh about all the time. You know, I'll be like, yo, why motherfuckers think you smile, you laugh, like, motherfuckers need to see this shit.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just, I was bringing that out of her, I don't know. No, I'm just playing. But it was just, a really, really, she did nothing bad to me. I mean, she's always good in my book.
Right.
I was for real, though, when that picture came up and she had that green on with them braids,
Yeah.
she looked good as fuck.
Yeah, very pretty girl.
I could not lie. So when I was in her comments like, what we naming that baby? I was for real that day. For sure. Like, yeah, I fuck with her. I fuck with her. Like, I ain't gonna front. You can tell by how I'm looking at you. I fuck with her. And I respect her a lot. I like how she move. I like how she do her thing. She fun. She can always come back. That's the one person I ever, was cool with for a certain amount of time. If you want to consider an ex or whatever, I don't even know if we would even consider each other that, because, it happened so fast, but we've always known each other. It's always been respect, but I have nothing but the utmost respect for Keyshia Cole.
Super talented, too.
Beyond.
Yeah. That singing voice.
Beyond.
She used to sing with Pac back in the day.
Yeah.
People
we
don't
talked
know
about that. Yeah, we talked about that. No bullshit. Right here at this counter. Because I'll tell her about my days with Snoop and Death Row, and then she'll get into that. And we have, once we clicked, we realized that we had a lot of shit in common. It's very weird, but
It would never work out with those two, you guys, because I believe that Bow Wow needs someone that he can control. And Bow Wow, in my opinion, I think he wants somebody that really doesn't have a career, which really led him to the Kiyomi girl. But we will get right to that in a minute.
Man, I'll fuck with Keyshia, man, the long way. I really do. I respect her. I love her to death. And anytime. She the only girl I know, in my past, that I kicked it with or whatever, I know for a fact she can always walk through that door.
Yeah, man. So, what's next?
I hate when Shad leaves me at a party. And right now, Shad is taking a little bit too many drinks. And I don't like him when he starts drinking, because he loses count of how many drinks he's had, which causes him to lose track of his attitude as well. Every time he drinks, he throws a big scene.
Jermaine has to sip. I need some food, pal. JD, one shot is not gonna do you no harm, man. Drink it. I need some food. Don't take it up.
Okay, I got on half.
There you go. Thank you, please. No. Stop. JD, I walked all the way over there. JD, damn it.
There you go.
I got the hen dog. Come on, JD. Hey, but keep Miss Deb out. Keep Deb out in these streets. Yeah. Where y'all going tonight? Wait, what's today? Thursday?
I glanced at Kiyomi and I noticed that she had that look when you're mad about something. I hope this has nothing to do with Bow.
Girl, it's everything to do with Bow. Okay, that girl, Bow Wow was crazy with her, you guys, but to me, she was crazy and possessive, and she was just too much. Too much. But Bow Wow liked, like I just said, that she didn't really have a career yet. She was just getting started, and he felt like he could be the big man and control her. It was all very evident, on that elevator scene that ended up going down between those two.
Is that your dream?
Yes. I'm not driving. I'm having a good time. This is a so deaf type of event, family. I look over at Kiyomi and I can just tell she ain't really feeling it for whatever reason. I don't know. I know where this is headed. Hey, I see you. Let's get out of here.
Do we gotta say bye to anybody?
Yeah.
Don't leave me.
Do me a favor. I'm gonna knock this out, and after that, we out.
Did y'all hear her say, "Don't leave me, girl"? He is a grown man. He can't go through the party and tell people bye on y'all way out.
Stay right here. Bang, look. Other side.
See, she's getting impatient while he's trying to say bye to people.
What the I can't say bye for? I'm really tired of Shy getting drunk because his temper can go from 0 to 100 really quick. So at this point, I want to leave.
That's I can't take it. I'm out. Where my girl go? Huh? She left?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what up, y'all?
Again to the morning culture. And before we went to the break, we started talking about who you were and what you were here in Atlanta doing, and then what people such as even myself, when I first saw you, know you for.
Yes.
And many of us know you from being with Bow Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us how that happened. And is that the story?
Of how people know me?
Well, is that really the true story about you?
No, that is not the true story of me. We did start dating, and a lot of people, started finding out that we were dating because it just happened out of the blue. We met in December of 2018 at a New Year's party. Not that long ago. We dated for over a year and some change. And it all moved really fast. He invited me to a party, and I went. There were a lot of girls there, of course. He is a Mac in that aspect. So me and my homegirls decided to leave because, I wasn't getting the attention that I thought I deserved. So, I was like, all right, let's go to another party. Let's go to another, gathering. And then, he hit me up on Instagram and was like, okay, like, I missed you. I was kind of, out of it. So, let me come back and make it up. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. And then he saw me working on my music, and he started reaching out like, whenever you need help with your music, let me know. I was like, okay, you would do that for me? You don't even know me like that. He was like, yeah, no doubt, I got you. And I'm like, okay. So we planned a date to work on music, and then we just started getting to know each other, talking, and we had a lot of things in common, and he was really cool, contrary to what a lot of people were saying. So in that aspect, I was like, dang, he's really down to earth when you really talk to him. And then, after that, we were like inseparable, and we started our relationship really, really fast, which my mom was like, I don't know what y'all doing, but that's too much. And then the next...
Was you really into him like that?
Yeah, I really was.
Off the gate?
And the biggest thing I notice you all with Bow Wow is it's a running theme of moving way too fast in a relationship. I'm pretty sure they slept together quick. Everything just went quick. And then once again, like the little kid, the eternal child that Bow Wow is, he was like, oh my God, what happened? What did I do? What's going on? No responsibility for his actions. You can't keep moving fast with people. It's just not going to turn out right for you or that relationship. And it's Kiyomi's fault as well, you guys, but I think that she was hungry, to get her music out there, and I guess she was doing some modeling as well. She wanted her own career, and a lot of the young ladies, they feel like, well, maybe I'll sleep with him, and I'll date him, and I'll be with him, and then that'll get me, where I'm going, and that's just not the right plan you should have when trying to get your career off the ground.
Like, I'm not going to say right off the rip, he was attractive to me, of course. But as far as like feelings and everything, that grew over time. Once we started talking and hanging out more, at first I was just, I didn't know that we were in a relationship at all.
Wait.
Like, I woke up and it was like, my girl bad and blah, blah, blah. And it was
That's
all
what little
Bow
Bow Wow was calling you his girl, and you didn't even know.
Yeah, like we had never said like, do you want to date me? Do I want to date you? I'm looking.
Look at that. What did I tell y'all?
For a relationship, it just kind of was like, I woke up and on the shade room, it was like Bow Wow's new girlfriend. They're holding hands. We were holding hands at a grown-up hip-hop event. And, that was his caption underneath the picture.
So how did that make you feel, being in a relationship that you didn't know you were in?
I was caught off guard. I'm not going to lie. I was caught off guard. And I think social media had a lot to, like, do with us kind of sticking it out, right? Because a lot of people were like, oh, Bow Wow challenge, like he don't know that girl.
So wait, you felt obligated to kind of legitimize him?
Not even obligated, because we were talking, but we just were not dating. And I felt then...
What did I tell you all? That he skips the necessary steps to build a healthy, productive relationship. He just goes right to the sex, right to the you my girl, right? You know, he just gets right to it, and you can't do that.
And kind of like, okay, well, let me see where it goes, because I was talking to other people, because I was single for a long time, so I had friends, and you know, my friends were kind of like, okay, so you had a boyfriend this whole time? And I'm like, no, but wait, let me explain, because, and at this time I'm like, well, you know what?
Do you feel like the being on the TV show and stuff kind of pressured you to stay in the relationship as well?
No, because there were times where I quit the show. There were times when we broke up, and it was kind of like, you know, I wasn't on the show for a couple of weeks, and then when we did break up, he was like, I don't want her on the show no more because we ain't together. And
y'all see that? Controlling. He wanted somebody where he could give them a career and also take it away, similar to Stevie J and Jocelyn.
So, in this season, I was supposed to be a part of the cast, but, you know, I didn't want to talk about the situation on that show. So therefore, they were just like, okay, cool. Well, we're not going to film. And so, you know, I didn't film.
When did the relationship with Bow Wow start going south?
Yeah.
Because, you know, when we started hearing about you, it was the negative stuff.
Yeah.
Like physical abuse and violence going on in your relationship.
Prior to that, if you go back, you know, a lot of when the relationship first started, he was praising me in the sense of how good I was, how, you know, talented I was. So it was hurting that I was seeing all this negativity now. But
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A lot of men, you know, wear those faces. They're nice 1 minute and, you know, the meanest MF you ever want to meet, honey.
The relationship, like I said, I kind of talked about this on my YouTube channel, but it started, I had red flags very early in the relationship, very, very early, but I think for me, I was kind of like trying to make excuses for it.
What was a red flag?
Yeah, what was a red flag?
We kind of went out of town one day. I think it was a show in Boston. He had a show in Boston, and it was our first time like going out of town. And he was like in another room. He had a hotel room, and I couldn't get dressed in time for him to make his event. So basically he came back, but he went to like an after party at his friend's room, and there were a lot of girls. And I was like, hold on. I was on the phone with my sister. I'm like, hold on. Like, I hear a lot of girls in the hallway. And then I heard one girl like, oh yeah, Bow Wow. And I'm like, really? My man in a room with some girls? So I'm going to listen, and you know, I heard the girls, and it was kind of like his friend came out first. And his friend was like, oh, snap. And I was like, yeah, tell him to come out. And he came out, and he was just like, I wasn't doing anything. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
See, he pulled that shit to get her attention and to keep her in line. That's all that was.
And it kind of was like, you don't believe me? Well, then, all right, get out. And it was like yelling and screaming.
What did I tell y'all? That control. That, you know, that powerless feeling of, oh, you know, I don't have nobody to control, but, you know, if I'm with somebody, they ain't got no career, ooh, I could feel powerful off of that. You know, it's always the powerless trying to be powerful by trying to seek to control and manipulate others. So he definitely, you all knew what he was doing when he got with this girl.
And, like, get out, and you know, he wanted to leave me there in Boston. And so that was a red flag for me very early. But I decided to kind of
stick it out.
We all know what happened with that relationship. Bow Wow had marks on him. They ended up getting into it in the elevator. And we saw that whole scene. You guys can look it up, where he was all up in the girl's face. They was arguing. I didn't really see no bruises on her, and Bow Wow claims she was the aggressor, but I don't completely believe that. I believe she was probably defending herself. So, you know, they had to go back and forth to court with the situation. I don't think he ended up doing any jail time. I don't know if the case is still open or closed, but I just know that this relationship was a wake-up call for Bow Wow, and hopefully for this young lady as well. And I wish, you know, them all the best. But yep, that's how that played out. Now, right after the situation with Kiyomi, you would think that Bow Wow would take some time to himself, self-reflect, but no, he moves right on along with this girl named Corey, except he doesn't make Corey his girlfriend, he just wants to screw her. We'll see how that works out.
I miss you.
Val keep talking about he don't want no girlfriend, he's just enjoying a single life, but if a woman bring the luggage, that means they stay in a couple days.
Can you put it away from me, London?
Dang, she just knows the whole little spiel. Dang, she solidified that spot. Wait, what's going on? Damn, I don't know about all this. We got a body in there?
No, I got all of my clothes in there.
We're still not in a committed relationship. In due time, it can get to that point, but I'm not into just rushing some just because it feels right now. You know, I felt right at that moment in my last situation, and look where it led me.
Exactly, but here you go.
What we got in the fridge, y'all?
Hey, quick, how you just know where to go?
I live here, baby.
I live
I
here.
want tacos. Y'all want some tacos?
Hell yeah, I want some tacos.
These tacos up. Y'all obviously been getting drunk without me. There's so many shot glasses in the sink. Who been over here?
That's why everybody keep their
Period.
shot glass.
Who been over here?
Some hoes.
All right, so we already established that we go together.
What? No, we didn't.
Wow, so you're not a man of your word. Look at me. Like, I literally said, if we become intimate, we go together.
Girl, that is not what these niggas... that is not how these niggas see that, okay? You are one of many. That's why you need to always keep your cookie ladies for as long as you can.
I'm just not giving out handouts. Look at me, for real. Because now I feel like you playing with my emotions.
No, I'm not.
Girl, it's too late for this type of talk.
So you saying that just because...
I'm getting aggravated.
So people, like...
You don't want to be my... What?
Now, you guys, he was warned by Shania, I think it was JD's daughter, that this girl had a record of being violent and reckless, and he still went on and smashed her. You know, Bow Wow, he doesn't care.
Who don't want to be my...
I gotta hurry up and nip this in the bud because, you know, that terroristic threat is crazy. You know, and I ain't trying to click on a crazy side. I'm trying to keep her calm.
So what we doing? We go together? What you want to do?
I don't want that. I want us to take our time with it.
You want to be a thought?
You rolling your eyes. No, I don't want to be no thought. Every one of my past relationships have failed because I've approached them all the same. I rushed. Like,
okay, but what are you looking for in a relationship? Like, what do you want?
I love the openness, the thought of options, the word option.
Like,
We doing this? What you mean?
how we doing us and you on Instagram with somebody else? Like,
who's on Instagram with you?
Angela Simmons? Like, come on now.
That's not no incident.
I was there. You didn't see me though.
Stop.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody saw you.
Show me where I'm holding hands. She booed up or she laying on me or she...
You're supposed to be my though. And you on the internet booed up. You think you trying to play me or something?
How did I play you?
Alright. I let you touch me and then what? Boom. You out of here.
You act like I disappeared.
You did.
Like
Don't
this.
touch
Listen.
me. Hell no. You a liar. Oh. Frank,
Yo, what's wrong with you, man?
you what's wrong with me?
Let it go. Stop. No, listen.
Come on, let's go.
What's wrong with this crazy ass girl, bro?
And honey, another one bites the dust, okay? Bow Wow, your mama tried to warn you. Hell, I even tried to warn you. Your friends tried to warn you, but you don't listen. You like to learn the hard way, I see. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say on that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.